As promised, in this video, we're going to be talking about writing equations in slope-intercept form when we're given information. We're going to actually spend pretty much the rest of this unit writing equations of lines when you're given various types of information. We're going to look at a couple of different problem types in this lesson, and then we'll learn a new form in the next lesson, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's dive in and take a look at some examples. So our first example that we are going to look at is this one. We're going to write an equation of the line that passes through 2, 1, that point, right, with a slope of 3. So we're going to do this, and we're going to write it in slope-intercept form. Okay, so slope-intercept form, if you'll remember from last video, is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So looking at the information that we're given, we know that the slope is 3. So far, what we know is that our line looks like y equals 3x plus b. Now, what we need to know to finish this equation out is we need to know what b is, right? That's the information that we're needing. Now, what are we given? We're given that there is a point on the line 2, 1. And so we can use that by plugging it into this equation and then solving for b. So we're going to plug in the 2 for the x and the 1 for the y. Right? So we're going to write 3 and then parentheses and then plus b, and then over here we're going to say equals, and we can put parentheses or not. It's the only thing over there. So 6 and 1, half dozen the other. Habits are habits, right? So remember, points go x, y, right? And so we're going to put a 1 in for the y, and then we're going to put a 2 in for the x. Now we need to solve for b, right? So what is 3 times 2? Well, that's 6. Bring down what we haven't touched. So bring down plus b equals 1. We'll go ahead and drop the parentheses now because we didn't really need them in that instance in the first place. So drop them. So how is this 6 attached to the b? Well, it is added. So to get rid of it, we are going to subtract 6 from both sides. That cancels, leaving us with just a b, equals 1 minus 6 is negative 5. We subtract, get the sign of the bigger one, right? So that's b. And we're not quite finished because we want to write an equation. An easy mistake to make when doing one of these is forgetting that last step and forgetting to write down the final equation. So our equation is y equals, our m is 3, so 3x, and our b we just discovered is negative 5. So that is the equation of this line. Color replacement tool. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, my bab. All right, let's do one more example. So kill that off and trade for that. We're going to write an equation of the line that passes through the point -4, -2, and -5, -6. So this time, we're just given 2 points. We're not given the slope. So how do we find the slope between 2 lines? Well, luckily for us, in the last unit, we learned a formula for finding the slope between 2 points. To jog our memory, the slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? That's our slope formula. So let's use that with these points right here. So we've got x1, y1, and x2, y2, right? So we're just going to plug and chug that out, right? Going to put parentheses where the variables are because that's how we do the substitution stuff. Parentheses, minus, and then parentheses. So y2 is -4. And y1 or excuse me, y2 is negative 6. y1 is negative 2. I didn't get either thing right. I got an x and the wrong point, and it's just all gone to heck. Who the heck knows? All right, so x part, x2 is negative 5, right? x1 is negative 4. So now we need to simplify that on down. We've got negative, negative. What do we do with that? We ka-chink, 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 right? So then we have negative 6 plus 2. The signs are different. We subtract and keep the sign of the bigger one. So it's negative 4 over, and then negative 5 plus 4. Signs are different. Subtract and get the sign of the bigger one. So it's negative 1. Negative 4 divided by negative 1 equals positive 4. So our m equals positive 4. Right? So now we're kind of in the same place as we were on the last problem. Right now, we have this much. We have y equals 4x plus b. We still need to find the b, right? That's what we need to do. So we're basically doing the same thing. We're going to plug a point in for x and for y. Which point, you might ask? Well, it doesn't matter. You pick one. You sometimes want to find the one that looks easiest. These are about the same, this one and that one. I'm going to pick the first one because the numbers are at least a little smaller. It's kind of 6 1/2 dozen the other on this particular problem. So we're going to plug this in. So we're going to plug in for x, and we're going to plug in for y. What are we going to plug in for x? Well, we're going to plug in negative 4 in for x. And it's late. It's late at night right now when I'm making this video. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. We're going to plug a negative 4 in for x, and we're going to plug a negative 2 in for y. And then we're going to solve for b. So 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Bring down plus b. Bring down equals negative 2. And then we're going to add that 16, right? So plus 16 and plus 16. Those cancel, leaving us with only a b equals negative 2 plus 16. Signs are different. Keep sign of the bigger one. So positive 14. So the equation of our line, don't forget this last step, is y equals 4x or x plus 14. There we go. That is writing equations in slope-intercept form. We're going to look at a new form, point-slope form, in the next lesson. We'll see you there. If you're one of my students, do your homework. See you later, all the things. If you're not one of my students, thanks for joining us. Leave us a comment down below of what other ways we can help you out in your math journey, your homeschooling journey, your science journey, etc., etc. If you want to see what we already have in the works and planned, you can check that out at emberlearninglabs.com. We'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and the like button as well. That helps us out, helps us be able to offer this stuff for free for you guys. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.